It's time for another War of the Spark draft. This white card is a trap. It's super fun, but it's definitely a trap. I would like to draft, I think blue-black is very good. Hey Nate, welcome, welcome. The reason we're not drafting too much Eldraine is because the bots they lean very heavily towards allowing mill decks to just kind of run rampant. So you're just going to be playing like mill versus mill, which I love drafting mill decks, as most of you know, but I don't love only playing mill decks and only playing against mill decks. It kind of isn't super great Magic. It is for a couple of drafts, but I mean, we've done like 15-20 drafts that way. So, all right. I think Taskmaster's pretty good. I think Kaya, Bane of the Dead, is very good. Or she's kind of expensive. I think she's good. I think Spellkeeper Weird's really nice. With that and like Aid, you can just have infinite planeswalkers essentially. Hey Jared, have a good night. Thank you, love. I appreciate you hanging out. If you guys are watching this on YouTube, I would love to hear in the comments what you think the pick is here. I'm kind of tempted to just take the Taskmaster. Allows us to go into a lot of different archetypes, where is if we take the Kaya, you kind of are incentivized to go into white, black. Makes it easier to cast. And I think black-blue is one of my favorite archetypes in this format. Tamio's Epiphany is pretty good. We also have Vraska, which I like. My green decks never, like, they always feel stronger than what they actually do. It's the problem. Why I'm a little hesitant to take that. A viewer is suggesting the Pride Mate. I think there's less life gain mechanics in this format than there are compared to most times you're gonna see the Pride Mate in like core sets. I actually don't think that that's really an archetype in this format, to be honest with you. There's very, very few cards. And I don't think white is particularly strong in general. So I think we just take the Epiphany. I think blue-black is one of the stronger ones. Bond is fantastic. Flux Channeler is great. It's not as good in... Well, you have amass tokens in black as well. But Bond of Insight in black-blue is insane, right? You just get 2 removal spells back. It's really good. It is sad to pass a Flux Channeler. Yeah, all 3 really great uncommons for limited. I actually really like the Reaver. I think he's a fine 2-drop. You get like the 3-drop bird, then you're just like actually attacking for some good damage. Oh, the Spellgorger Weird is my favorite deck archetype. The blue-red Spellgorger Weird deck. Oh man. Palace Dismissal. Vraska's Finisher. I think I would rather take a Dismissal. I mean, how much do I want to play these black cards, right? I'm super greedy. I think we just take the Dismissal. It's a far more consistent deck. You know, Stealth Mission's actually pretty good, but I'll take one top-end card here first. Lan, I even like No Escape, to be honest. And Cat, I think I undervalue it. Every time it gets played against me, it impresses me. Fairy's Time Twist is also not bad if you end up with like enter the battlefield effects. You know, it's anti-removal. Saves planeswalkers, resets and refreshes planeswalkers. But I think we can get it last pick. I think I'd rather take the counter spell. Those things usually go pretty late. I don't know how much we need to worry about twos. We already have two, and there are a lot in those colors that we're playing. So I really like the Spark Reaper. I think all of these are not great. I think we're most likely to run like this. Maybe a 2-drop. I actually really like the Dam Breaker. I'll take a twist over the 2-drop for now. I like a Shadow Fuge on the draw. Uncommon for vault value. Ashiok. Ooh. You guys want to make the Ashiok deck? Ashiok is so much fun in this format. The only reason I don't run them is I have to have access to a minimum of 2 Ashioks. Now, even if that's 1 Ashiok and an Aid for the Fallen, that's okay, I'm willing to do it, but I feel like 2 Ashioks is the minimum. I think 3 is the sweet spot. So if we get this, we definitely want to keep an eye out for an Aid for the Fallen. I'm a huge fan of Aven. I think I get most of my 7-win decks when I'm casting Aven on 3 into like Reaver Aven, 4-drop remove your guy, then you just can't like lose from there. Ral's Outburst. You know, again, we didn't take the Spellgorger Weird, but that's kind of my favorite thing. We'll take this. I don't think the blue rare was bad either. Another Flux Channeler. So what are we looking at for that? We have 1 Planeswalker, 1 Amass Creature, so not much. Strix actually gets in a lot of work for me. I've always been very impressed by that card. I think the Aven... Normally I think the average deck is gonna like Channeler more, but we don't have enough triggers for it. I think Aven is just gonna be better for us. We also only have 1 3-drop. But maybe we, you know, maybe we could... The right choice here is going to be based on our future cards, which we can't know, I think. We end up with another Ashiok and a Davriel or something, then we're going to wish we had the Channeler. But I like the Channeler more in the red deck anyway, so... So Aid for the Fallen, or the first one, that usually goes around really late. So it's only pack 2, we could spec on not getting it. It's pretty common to get 2 or 3 of them. Thunder Drake is great. I like it a lot. We have a Proliferate card here. Curve-wise, I think we want the Drake. We have no 4-drops. Card's very good. Thirst? I like the Thirst. We already have a Giant. I don't think these cards are as good for us. Now we have a Channeler and a Callous Dismissal. We already have 1 Dismissal. But chat, what do you think? YouTube viewers, what do you guys think here for this choice? Flux Channeler and first Channeler versus second Dismissal. Presently, we have 3 potential targets for the Channeler to hit at present. 2 votes for Channeler, and I have to say I do agree. I love double Dismissal, but I think this has enough upside. This amasses 1, and it's anti-removal. 2-drop. This actually, I've killed people with this card. I don't hate it. Ashiok Skulker has killed Planeswalkers for me in the masses, which is nice. Two-drop slot is 2 creatures, so I'm gonna take the Vampire spec on it. We might not want it. And we got the aid back. Huzzah! Second Spark Reaper or a Skulker? How many 2 mana and 4 mana creatures usually in draft? I mean, the whole thing is meant to be reasonably balanced. I like I mean, you know, is it this set or the other? So Thirst was printed in 2 sets, and I remember one, it didn't feel like it got very good value because there was a lot of like 2/3s. I think it might have been this set that I didn't like Thirst. I think Advance is a filler card. I don't think we want another Skulker. So like second Vampire, which again is very mediocre, or a second Thirst. I think we take the Thirst, even though we might not run it. I think it's not very good in this. Aha! Strix is better though. Yeah, our colors are wide open. We're doing very well. Second Aid for the Fallen, wheeling around here. Getting rewarded for all of our decisions. We are wide open. This card's not actually very good, is it? I really don't like that card. So we're looking at Vraska's Finisher, which I think is better in this format than it was in the core set, right? Because it was a very similar ability where it kills something that has been dealt damage. But this includes Planeswalkers, which the other one doesn't. Also, you have cards like, you know, the Strix or whatever, which get in and do some more things. There's 1/4s in blue-black that, you know, make things awkward. Even like Skulker, we could attack into their 4/4 or whatever, bluff it. They'll like bluff for the pump spell and then thinking it'll be a 1/1, and then we just finish for them. So I think that might be the pick. I don't hate a Toll either. Toll is great for the Flux Channeler. But I like Finisher a lot to kill Planeswalkers. Given that we have a 2-drop, a 3-drop, and a 4-drop flyer, this just guarantees any Planeswalker they play is dead. Yeah, D-Ben, Herald is fine. I think I undervalue him, admittedly. But I don't think he's... I think I undervalue him for sure. This one might be good though. We only have... So... This guy's great for the Channeler. He's also really fucking annoying. A lot of times you can just play him and kill them because you have enough creatures to where they just weren't expecting for them all to have Menace. I think I like this. It's good for the Channeler as well. Ooh. I think Avens are insane. I love this card. I'll take the plan if it wheels for sure. Second Epiphany, second No Escape. Epiphany's great, but we don't want our hand to be too clogged up with like expensive draw cards we can't do anything with. Do we have any other draw mechanics? No, right? Giant. Bond. Double Aid for the Fallen. So we have enough value to where if we end up with like Aid for the Fallen, double Epiphany, and like a big drop or whatever, we'll wish we had, you know, while we were kind of waiting for other cards to make those happen, we might wish we had a No Escape. I don't know. It's tough. I think we have enough to not take the Epiphany. Ooh, hello. Spellkeeper Weird. So Spellkeeper Weird allows us to rinse and repeat the Aid for the Fallen, getting as many of our Ashioks as we want. I'm a little sad now. I wish we had taken the draw card. We're probably not taking any of these things. We already have one of these. I don't think we're gonna want that, but we'll take it anyway. Shriek is actually not bad. Ooh, this is a great 2-drop late, actually. He filters out all of the lands you draw. Alright. We can get rid of... Where's our green card that we clearly don't want? I think we have enough stuff. We don't want Soren's Thirst. We don't want this. We don't want Wall. Probably not meaning that. We don't have space. Definitely not this. Definitely not these. Skulker. This. Time Twist is pretty good considering we only have the one Ashiok. But if we draw it, we'll most likely find a second one with the double Aid for the Fallens. Down to 42 cards in the deck, 16 creatures, so we can feel free to cut some creatures. We're gonna use one of our new Charity Pony sleeves. Hey Reed Snake, welcome. You were here earlier, I know. Maybe the Flyer? And maybe the Opportunist? Bring us down to 14 creatures with double Aid for the Fallen. We can also get rid of like the Skulker, but it is kind of a win condition in a stalled board. Totally Lost with Ashiok kills gods. It's true, it does. The Princess Luna sleeves seem better for Dimir? Alright. How can I argue with this? That is solid fucking logic, Grizzly. I got you. Don't worry. Oh, I misread the name. Scotty. You said the smart thing. My bad. Top-notch pony logic. It really is. Alright, I think this is our deck. We're not running a second No Escape. We're not running a Twist, a Lost. Second Thirst. Shriek Diver, Opportunist. I think this is pretty good. A couple of options is like the Skulker. It's kind of replaceable with some of those things. It just depends, you know, what we run into. Top-notch pony logic. True. Like it. So, Strix to guarantee 1 damage. Let's see what color he plays first. Or Reaver and maybe get 2 or none in, depending. We're gonna go for the gamble. No gamble, no future. You, D-Ben says he likes Twist a lot more than Skulker. That said, let's see how this goes. So, with the exception of the Ashiok, I don't have any creatures that I particularly care to be twisting. Maybe the Giant is pretty good. So my concern is that we'll end up in a situation where Twist is just sitting in our hand and not doing a bunch, whereas Skulker is always going to be a decently sized body on this board in this format, in addition to killing all of the planeswalkers, right? I think that is a really big upside where, like, even if you're behind, you can basically guarantee that you're able to deal with it. And that has come in very handy for me. I think if we had a couple of, like, rare bomb creatures, or like a rare bomb creature, I would agree with you. I just don't think that we have enough upside presently. Huh. Anyway. So this guy's a problem, and we actually drafted no removal, like actual 0. It's a big problem. It is trampling as well. We do have a bounce spell, which for whatever reason we passed the second one for something. Yeah. I don't know why he didn't attack me with the Malu, in all honesty. Kind of confused about it. Yes, so the bounce spell, that dismissal is what I was talking about, Reed Snake. Yes, we pass on it for the flux capacitor, that is correct. Karn. Okay. This lets him get stuff out of his sideboard, right? Okay, Karn wasn't that great, right? Yeah, Karn is fine. Yeah. We play around. What could he have here? There's the instant cast proliferate. There's the, oh no, that's a sorcery, right? Courage. I think if he puts if he puts one there's no reason to put this, because if he puts a counter, it won't deal enough damage, right? I have to hope he's trading for the giant. Probably not. Yep. Problem. At least it wasn't a counter, though. Yeah. Maybe we buy some time with Ashiok. Because we have the Aid for the Fallen and the Bond, right, which will get us the Ashiok trigger 2 more times. I don't know why he's running this Karn, in all honesty. There's a hair underneath my glasses and it's can't swoop it away. It's frustrating. Really bad for me. We need bounce spell. We need bounce spell. Only one in the deck, though. Yeah, bought us some time. Has a creature died yet? Oh, it has, okay. And then we can bond to get the aid back. This is pretty cool. I'm doing well, Big Ben. Thank you for asking. Commit 1. So the real question is how many turns can we stall with this Ashiok? I think he's just stalling us out too with this Karn. He's down to 17 cards. Okay. He's hellbent now. So what are... Oh god, you just top decked a proliferate card? A proliferate draw? What a nice top deck. That is a great draw. Into another proliferate card. Wow, this guy's got just the stone cold nuts. That fucking sucks. $11, $12, $13, $14, $15. Then we just die to the air. So if we put this under the bus, then we'll take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Go to 4. Or, yeah. Then he has to have a spell to kill us in the air. We still die to the trample, though. If we can draw the bounce spell, that can maybe save us. And he doesn't, he needs to also not draw a spell, right? Okay. So this is gonna mill us as well. No good. He has 7 cards left in his deck. We're down, we're over halfway through our deck. I have nothing that can do that can block this though. No hard removal in black is pretty rough. We just didn't see any though, and our colors looked wide open. We were also in a really good spot when he was hellbent, and then he went proliferate, draw a card, proliferate into like more cards. That was really tough. That added a lot of power to the board, right? A lot. Music. All right. His deck, honestly, it was just literally just Mau. Without that card, we have, I don't think, any problem. An 11/11 Trampler is just too difficult to beat. And those proliferate cards are going to be mostly bricks. without that card. Easy. We got this. I sure hope so, Reverie. We're gonna try. Such a big dog, yeah. He was a very, very large dog, for sure. That card's annoying. So we can't actually block. I think I like this 1-for-1 here. Because neither one of them can block the wolf. Golden guys, thank you. I kind of like holding on to the visionary just so that way we can hit the Strix. Or, sorry, hit the sky. Golden guys, you got a raffle ticket. Thank you so much for helping us hit our sub goal for today. Means a lot to me. Alright, that's a scary proliferate. So he's gonna have this giant wolf that can't be blocked by anything, literally. Fantastic. We're on a 4-turn clock, guys. Ooh, so here means that we can race a fair amount. He's actually much lower than we are now, and it added a whole extra turn to the clock. Need a ban. Okay. I mean, his account was made 4 minutes ago, so like even if we ban him, like he's just gonna make another account. Pretty good. Now he gains 4 life a turn. It's pretty scary. Oh, at least he didn't gain life this turn though. That's nice. So if we can draw something castable, we win. Is there, oh yeah, we got something castable. All right, so Aid for the Fallen triggers on the Strix. And then we play a second spell triggering again on the Thunder Drake, putting it to 6 damage total in the air. He really needed it to attack us with his life linker. He got a little greedy. If you click on people's names on Twitch, so like when I click on your name, Reed Snake, it says account created June 1717, and you've been following me since March of 2019, and you are a tier 2 subscriber for 9 months. Sub for 9 months. Gives me some sweet info. I can stalk you all. Auto tap mistake? I don't think so. But maybe. Not creation deck? Yeah, it says account created September 2017 for you. This account created. Oh, maybe I can only see... No, that doesn't make sense. So, like, Herb created 2014. He's the oldest so far. Maybe only streamers can see? Maybe. That could be. Ooh, Callous Dismissal, our one removal spell. So bad. Yeah, maybe it is streamers and mods. Yeah, that could be. I never thought about it. You've been around since 2013? You created your account October 13, 2013. You were correct. It's kind of a fun thing, right? I mean, finisher, I'm kind of tempted to just play the finisher because it just does more damage, right? True. I'm okay with racing, I guess. You're gonna combat trick to bounce with me? Sure. I'll take a 1 for 0. Your account is from 2008. You have the oldest account, for sure, so far. Jagged. Rip. This guy really didn't want to take 1 damage, did he? Jesus. You. You can also see creation time. Maybe it's better TV. Oh, nice. Yeah, maybe. How you doing, Shadows? Welcome. I don't think I've seen you say anything today. That's a rare card. I don't like those. The problem is he knows exactly what's in my hand, right? So whenever turn your hand, target creature or planeswalker card from your graveyard, which presently doesn't have any, so I don't think he's quite dumb enough to block one of these. I was incorrect. Do I want the counter on the Drake? Is that worth the Callous Dismissal? I don't think it is. Most removal spells are gonna kill the Drake regardless. He killed the finisher instead of the Drake? So he could hit me for 2? lot of lands to draw in a row. Really hoping for a castable spell. We could cast just about anything. For those of you guys who aren't following my stream or my YouTube, I have a really cool kind of announcement thing that's happening. Here's a link to it if you guys want to go check it out and hit the follow button. I am actually starting to do giveaway videos to celebrate hitting certain markers, and the first one will be coming out this week. So I'm going to be opening up, you know, collector boosters. I'm sure you guys have heard of those. So I'm actually going to attack first. I'm actually gonna Callous Dismissal this. We lose 1 less damage, but we take less damage. We're gonna go here and here. And then we'll go ahead and Epiphany second main. Hey Q, thank you. I really appreciate you helping us hit our goal for subscribers today. It means a lot to me. You got a raffle ticket to, this one's gonna be 2 weeks long because I'm going up to Seattle again to stream from the Wizards of the Coast headquarters for the charity event. So we won't be doing a drinking game this week, and there won't be a drawing until the next week, but whenever we do 2 weeks, it's a higher value prize. I feel like we were talking about something. Oh, yes. So collector boosters and other product, magic product. So my plan is to make like a short 2 to 5 minute video. And if you comment in the section or retweet it on Twitter, then you have a chance to be entered to win the giveaway, right? I don't know what's on top actually, do I? So Aid for the Fallen gets me back. Here. Because we might need... We might actually need that back. So I can cast this Planeswalker and the Weird. We cast it in this order. I think this is fine. So we're gonna attack first here. We can block the cat now, which I'm okay with. We attack, this thing falls off, and we can exile it as well. What happens if it's across different users? I'll explain that in a second. $26 cards. This isn't looking good. We're AK Gamer, thank you. First time Twitch Prime sub. You got a raffle ticket? And I appreciate your first time sub. I'm glad you're enjoying the content. Raffle ticket, guys, not this Friday, next Friday. No. Fudge. I lied. Okay, we're gonna do the raffle this Thursday because I'm actually at Richmond that week. Well, shit. I think Aid for the Fallen is not as valuable. We take more damage too. Rough. Yeah, we'll do it this Thursday because I'm at Richmond the next weekend. I forgot. After this game, I'll explain the giveaway thing. I started a description of something and now it's just taking even longer. Creatures you control have menace. Tempted to see if we could just kill him. 4 or 5. No, we can't.
It's never too late to end it when you're on. Turn a new leaf, see a new dawn. The time to decide has come and gone. Just give me a chance, we can carry on. I've made my choice, these drums of your voice.
This gets rid of the Planeswalker in case he draws a thing. We'll go ahead, no escape. Pretty much anything he casts. I don't like this bit. Get out of here. Let's take this off shuffle. Actually, I want to listen to this string of songs. So yeah, after I am done trying to not die from being behind here, we'll talk about all the things I stupidly brought up without being able to pay attention to what I was saying. That seems fine.
I smoke too much, I drink too much. I tell myself that I can't stop. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. That I can't stop. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly now. We could see clearly.
The sleeves are available in the stores, yeah. They just came out. They are $3.99 a piece. So we'll Spellkeeper Weird to get the Callous Dismissal, play the Callous Dismissal, play this to make Drake 6 and to attack. I'm sure there was other ways, but as it was, he could double chump, gain life. That was just the way to like ensure the lethal there. Alright, so yes, the pony sleeves, guys, are available, $3.99. All of the proceeds, other than the fees associated with their transaction stuff, go to the Children's Hospital in Seattle. Someone asked if I was going to be in Seattle this week. This weekend, I am. And then the next weekend, I'll be in Richmond for the PT. And then the other thing was, oh, the videos. If you guys want to follow me on YouTube, I am giving away, I'm doing giveaway stuff. So every time we hit like various follower goals I've set out, either here on Twitch or on YouTube, I'm going to be doing a pack opening of something. Either like a couple of packs or even one collector booster, maybe 2 or 3 collector boosters, depending. And then you guys can win that by watching the video and doing whatever the video tells you to do. Usually comment or retweet will be the requirements. And then someone asked, well, what if you have different names across various platforms? So let's say it's retweet and comment. Those are what you can do to win, right? So even if your username is different, I'll contact you on whichever platform wins. So let's say I get 10 comments and 10 retweets. I'll randomly generate a number 1 through 20. You know, 1 through 10 is YouTube, 11 through 20 is Twitter, the winner gets contacted on that social media platform, whatever it is that they use to enter. So it doesn't really matter what your name is. It's separate from Twitch, so everybody from Twitch is welcome to go enter, but you can't technically win with your Twitch name. So go hit the follow button over there, and the first one should be rolling out this weekend. I also have been posting one standard or limited video per day. Sometimes I'll do like one variety thing, maybe once a week, but usually not. So I actually need to take an Excedrin. I have a headache. You made a thing? It's a chocobo pumpkin. What did I do this weekend in Seattle? I was participating in the Chalice. It's a charity fundraiser held by our sponsor, Card Kingdom. The way it works is there were 16 content creators, myself included. We all raised money for a good cause. It ended this past weekend. It was Serious Fun Camps, which basically allows low-income families with children with serious illness to get a fun camp experience with all medical stuff included. Medical care. So it all kind of came at the end in one big tournament that came together. We all raised funds all week, all month, and then we battled it out. And there was like a set of rules based on how much money you raised. If you raised X, you got like a wild card in your deck. If you had the most Twitter retweets, you got like 5 extra health in one game. It was just a really cool, fun tournament to raise funds. So between the 16 creators and Card Kingdom themselves, we ended up raising $61,000 to go towards this camp. I thought that was pretty sweet. Here in our community, we raised $1,009. I ended up getting like $160 or something like that the day of. So I know on the stream they were announcing like, hey, go pick one of our streamers and support them. So it might not have been like someone directly from us, but it might have been someone who was like, hey, she's not doing very well, let's try to help her out kind of thing. I don't know. So now we're working on a charity event for the Children's Hospital in Seattle. Do you play Final Fantasy XIV? I used to. No. I've tried it. I used to play 11. I tried 14 when it first came out and it was garbage. And I tried it again more recent and it was good. Mm-hmm. You were upset they didn't give me an interview all day? I mean, they asked me. I went 4-3, so I wasn't doing particularly great. So the way that it worked, guys, is that we had to draft modern decks by drafting blocks or sets, and you got to choose based on how much money you have raised. So if you had raised the most that week, you got first pick of the current set, like what set you wanted to take in the modern decks. and so he just oopsed. I'm pretty sure he's gonna have a combat trick, but we're gonna make him have it anyway. Yep. That was too much of an oops. So anyway, long story short, guys, our community is much smaller than a lot of the other competitors, meaning that I was very late to pick and my decks were not super great. But we put up a good fight, I think. I guess I could have attacked here in the air as well. That would have been better. Just in case he plays Davriel or something, we're gonna hold on to this island. Your first time here and you saw me on Command Zone. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. That's awesome. So if we draw a castable spell next turn, we can potentially trigger lethal. Maybe not. 5, 6, 7, 8? No, not quite. You don't have to die young. Next time we can actually force lethal by Aid for the Falling and then casting the 2-drop creature, which will be more than 6 damage. He's just gonna add another life to the life linker and send it in. We don't want that. Makes it harder for us to kill him next turn. Four, 5, 6, 7. It's not lethal. This time. Traegor, thank you so much. 3 months of support. You got a raffle ticket, and you're helping us hit our sub goal for the day. It's very much appreciated. Remember when he oopsed me to try to bait me? You guys remember that shit? Hello. How do you get this community gift chest out of the chat? I don't know. It's really fucking annoying. I'm not gonna lie. But I also want to have it just because it's free gifts that everybody can get, so. I agree though, it's pretty fucking tilting. All right, win or lose here, guys. I think this is gonna be the last one for the YouTube video. Just because we don't want it to go too much over an hour. Thanks for the game. That was you baiting me? Welcome to the channel. I'll have you know it does work sometimes. It works all the time. I do it all the time. It's not a bad thing. When you attacked and you said, oops, we're like, he has the trick, but we're gonna make him have it anyway. 100%. Because I was willing to trade that card for your last card in your hand regardless. But that was very deep in my playbook, so. Ooh, this card's tilting as fuck. Death Touch Lifelink. Yeesh. We just got troned, guys. By someone who, like, has money lands. Why limit the size of the YouTube videos? They're just really annoying to upload. You know, we could have maybe traded here, but there's a lot of pump spells and removal spells in this combination here. Ooh, this card's fucking tilting. Oh, shit. This guy's curving out against me very well. Yeah, I don't know, like, the average viewership on the videos is pretty low, so... I think the more important thing for the videos is like the drafting process. People really like to see that. They like to see how the deck is running. But I feel like, you know, on an hour and a half video, the average watch time is 20 minutes. Now that, you know, some people are going to the end and some people are clicking off of it in a minute as soon as they realize I'm dumb, but... I guess we should try to get rid of this and make him force a trick out here. I think this is fine. It's a 1-for-1. Okay, we got it. Take it. There we go. If anybody is feeling particularly generous, you guys could help us out. We are raising some funds for the Children's Hospital in Seattle. It's a Wizards of the Coast ran charity. And I am competing against other content creators with my team. And my team is great. So you guys should definitely consider it. Because we're gonna take it down. True story. We're actually not going to take it down. We're going to get second place, and I want second place. And, the top 7 teams that raise money for Wizards charity. What the flying fuck sticks? Alright, we die to this. Just friends. We're just friends. We get a 2-drop? No. Rude. I mean, a 2-drop's pretty greedy, I'm not gonna lie. This is also a... Oh, this is... Does it say non-land? Non-land permanent. Mother flying fuck sticks. Alright, well, we're pretty fucked. So we go here. We gotta do this. And then we kill... We do this? I mean, we're pretty fucking dead. So yeah, my team, guys. Alias, Amazonian, Lady, Nessa Meow Meow, and Anime. Where the Witches of the Coast is the name of our team. Pretty sweet. Solid team and team name. So the team name was taken from a Discord that someone made, I don't know who. And we basically invited everybody on the, like, every female in the Twitter community and stream community in Magic, essentially. I really thought this was... didn't say non-land. That makes this really bad for me. So now we need a spell that's castable so we can make this thing bigger than this thing. But it doesn't matter, it's pretty dead. You are not a castable spell either. Alright, now we're dead. Oh! Forgot about that. Fudge. Alright, we need 2 castable spells next turn, and you need to have no cards in your hand that do anything, please. Please? Well, we're gonna pretend that you don't have anything here, is what we're gonna say. No pump spells or burns. Because we die next turn if you do anyway. Something isn't gonna do us any good. Okay, that's pretty terrible. 2 bodies that is lethal. This is also very not great for us. GG's. Oh, again. Chump, chump, chump. Go again. That was like the one draw I think we could get, and all. I think that was the only way we could potentially turn that draw card into a not dead situation. Is this menacing though? This might be menacing. Or just, is it just a, yeah, it's just a mass, nice. All right, so we need to fade red. We need to fade a lot. All right, pretty much everything. Again. Should we try to kill the Ricci guy? They both deal the same amount of damage. My concern is that if he has like +2, then we will no longer trade here. If he has +2/+1, the red pump, then we actually don't trade, which makes us coming back from this even harder. Any pump would, it doesn't matter which way we block here. I think this is the smarter play. Just in case. So if I bond, I can get back a bounce spell, which is not enough. We played another creature. I can get back, I need 1-drop spells. Soren's Thirst. Chump block. Soren's Thirst is dead even. So we have to bond and bounce, because that will give us an extra blocker, and then we Soren's Thirst the following turn. Right? What are we bouncing? This? This just makes our life harder. End of the world as we know it. So we're gonna eat this, chump this, bounce here, and then we Soren's Thirst and play a dude, and hopefully not be dead. Target creature. He takes himself down to 8. We could go up to 7. So we can't kill him next turn. If he alphas... Okay, this is not helpful. It means we actually lose this guy too, right? Fuck. So we're not dead if he puts it on the grazer, right? Please tell me you have a blank. No! Mother son of a biscuit. Ugh, ah. Hate you. I hate you so much. We played to our outs, guys. We did the best we could. GG's. Dimir mana out of nowhere? Yeah. I mean, he troned us on 3 with no fixing, so we knew he was gonna have some funky stuff going on for sure. Alright guys, so that was the draft deck. We are currently 3-2. Like I said, I'm gonna be ending the YouTube video here. If you guys wanna take another look, I would love to know what you guys think of the draft in the comments. And yeah, we'll get a couple more of these up before it rotates back out, and we'll be heading back to Eldraine. But I heard mill decks are pretty rampant right now in the format, so you guys are going to see a few more of these for sure. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for checking out my video. Please check the link down below for our sponsor, Card Kingdom. They help me out with making so much of this content. Also, a big thank you to everyone who has signed up for my Patreon. Without you, none of this content would be possible.